What's up, guys? It's GlenC Landscaping. I'm right here in La Poderosa. Yeah, and I wanted to make another quick video for you new guys out there who are getting your business off the ground and picking up work, whatever comes your way. And I wanted to talk about what paying methods you guys have out there. How do you guys get paid? How do you guys get the money in your hand and your pocket, and what works for you guys. And a lot of the times I get a lot of customers who like to write out checks, or just simply just write out checks all the time, or cleanups I end up picking up, and they like to write out checks, or it's just an easier way for them. And yeah, I do receive checks. I take checks, and but I wanted to talk a little bit about tips and advice, of handling these checks, and what's been working for me, and how I deal with them. And the way I do it is, I usually cash them every 2 weeks. If I get a check in that week, I'll wait another 2 weeks, see how many checks I round up, and then I wait, I give them about 2 weeks, and I cash checks every 2 weeks, whatever checks I get. And I always want to make sure they spell my name right on them. A lot of the time they leave them blank, and that's cool. I just write in my name. But you always want to make sure the amount's right, and that their handwriting is readable sometimes, most of the times. And because what happened with me was one time that I went to the bank, and I counted up the money, because I like to I add up the checks before I go in the bank. That way when I walk out, I know how much I'm supposed to walk out with. Because for instance, what happened to me one time was I went in the bank. I chased with bank. I don't know what bank you guys might be banking with, but I bank with Chase. And so I went in, and then me knowing the right amount, I walked out. I think the total was like $750, and they gave me like $730. I was missing like $20, and I didn't catch it till I was on the road, and I was like, wait, I only have $730. It was supposed to be $750, and they had messed up. They didn't give me the right amount. I was short like $20, and I went back, and apparently the machine gave them the wrong amount. But it was funny because she had told me, okay, it's $750, and she counted me out the money, bam, bam, bam. And I don't know why I didn't catch it there and then on the spot. So I said, cool. I grabbed my money, I left. But good thing I noticed, because $20 is $20. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100. Your money you work for is your hard-earned money that you bled, sweat, and tears for. And $20 is $20. So I had to go back and figure out what was going on, whether they messed up, or or the system messed up, or what. I needed my money, and so I went back, and I guess the system didn't read the money right on the words that were on the check. And so yeah, that happened one time. And another time, I think it was like in the same month, the lady gave me the wrong amount, and I guess it was her fault. And again, I didn't catch it till I was leaving. I went back, got my money back. So yeah, just little things to look out for in checks. When they write you out a check, and you want to make sure your name's spelled correct, and the price is right, and it's written out to your name, and make sure the check is gonna be good to go. They write it out for a date. You don't cash it until that date, the written date on them. And then also maybe keep records of each check you cash, and then what's best, what I like to tell my customers, whenever I'm gonna do a job, or I pick up a job, or I'm gonna get paid in any way, shape, or form, I always try to tell them if they could do cash, cash is best, and cash is king. I don't tell them that, but I just tell them just cash is easier. If they could do cash, that would be great. And a lot of the times that they're okay with it, and a lot of the times when they're gonna write me out a check, instead of writing me out a check, they take a few minutes of their time and go to the ATM or their bank or wherever they gotta go, and pull out cash, and it's always better, to get paid in cash, and at least for me right now, in first year in business, cash is easier for me right now. So yeah, that's what's been working for me. So that's kind of how I deal with checks and pricing and stuff like that. I also got a PayPal, and I get paid through PayPal too. And a lot of the time the customers just leave me the money under the mat when they're not gonna be home, and stuff like that. You know, they'll leave me the money hidden, or like I said, they'll pay me through PayPal or some type of way online. And but yeah, man, I'll talk to you guys later, and let me know what works for you guys. Cool. Peace.